What's good, you guys? Thanks for tuning into this GTA video of the car and money glitch. I told you guys I was going to put up the second person view, considering you have to use two people for this glitch. As I stated before in the previous video, you got to make sure that the ambulance is sitting sideways, basically in front of the door. You want to have the person basically that is making the money, that wants to sell the car to get the money, is the one that's going to go into the garage. If you're going to be the one to help that person out and you want them to get the money, you have to be the one standing outside to get into their car. Definitely make sure their car is set to everyone, so that way you can get in and the door is not locked. It'd be pretty stupid if it wasn't, because then you wouldn't be able to get into it. Anyway, as they come out of the garage, make sure you're standing to the right of the car, and you're going to hold Y basically to make sure you can get into the car, and it should kick them out like so. What's going to happen is, as soon as it kicks them out of the car, they're going to get a message that states that their car has been damaged, which is not true, because what it does is actually duplicates it. Now, this part you can actually stop here if you just want to do the car duplication, because now technically I could own this car, because as you can see down the street, his car has respawned. Now, the car that respawns will be the one with the tracker on it. That will legitly be that his or her car. The one that I'm currently in, the tracker is no longer on there. So if you want to just duplicate a person's car that you want, you can do it this way, and you can all have the same cars. But anyway, what they're going to want to do is hop right back into that car, take it right back home, and right back into the garage. Now, if you're the one driving the car that they're going to currently sell, do not, I repeat, do not get out of the car. You want to stay in the car the entire time, all the way up until you get to Los Santos Customs. You're going to drive them there, because they're not supposed to get into any other car up until this point. So what we're going to do is basically wait out here for Christmas. I'm doing this glitch with my little brother at the time. But anyway, when he comes out, he's gonna want to get in the car. Now, it's easier if everything's done at the same time. While I'm driving him to let's try it again. While I'm driving him to Los Santos Customs, he's actually going to get on his phone. Make sure you have a second slot open in your garage, just an empty slot, and that's obviously where the glitch is going to come in at. But I'm driving him to Los Santos Customs. He wants to get on his phone, and he's going to want to go to San Andreas Autos, I think it's called, and you want to buy the Careen Rebel, which once I stop, if I can stop running into shit, I will show you guys exactly what it looks like in the phone. Alright, so basically I'm just going into my phone now. I'm not going to do this. I'm just showing you guys what he's supposed to be doing on his end, so that way you know what you're supposed to go to. But yes, Southern San Andreas Super Auto. You want to scroll all the way. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's at the bottom. Keep going. None of those. Okay, there it is. The Careen Rebel. So what he wants to do is actually buy this car from his phone while I'm driving him there. That way it just speeds the process up a little bit faster, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it doesn't matter what color you buy it in, just as long as he buys the car, that's fine. Now, once he buys that car and you get him to Los Santos Customs, at this point in time is when I want to get out the car. So I get out, he stays in, he does not leave the car anymore. But once he gets behind the wheel, he wants to drive up to Customs. Now, you want to kind of take it easy when you get there, because you don't want to actually go in. But he wants to pull up, and he's going to pull his phone out as well. I don't know if he's doing that right now. But you can either pull your phone up if you don't trust yourself on the gas, or you can wait. But you only want to make sure your front tire is in Customs. Basically where the line is, where you notice the ground is grayer than the outside. But once he gets right there, he's going to pull his phone up, you want to call your mechanic, and then you want to highlight Rebel, which is the car you just purchased. Do not call that car in. You just want to highlight it to basically, so that way you can let the mechanic know that's the car you want. And then you want to hit on the gas and drive yourself into Los Santos Customs. Now, because your phone is up, it's not going to actually let you register to sell the car yet, and that's a good thing, because what you want to do is pull up over where it says Los Santos Customs. You want to make sure your car is actually covering the logo, so pull up far enough to where you know you're actually over the logo. Now, I'm going to get out of the garage. Apparently he's already doing what he's supposed to do, but basically all you want to do is you're going to basically tell the mechanic that you want the Rebel. So you're going to press A to select the Rebel to be delivered. As soon as you do that, you want to press right on the D-pad, and that's going to pull up the Los Santos Customs to sell the ride. You press A to sell it once, and before it confirms, wait for a good 30 seconds. In the bottom right hand corner, they're going to see the little loading cycle circle. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. You have to let that fully cycle through, so it'll take maybe 2 or 3 seconds after it actually pops up. And once it's done, once it stops cycling, that means it's saved, and then you go ahead and sell the car. Once he sells the car, he's going to come out, and I should have called my car in. At that point in time, whoever the driver was, whoever was helping out, you need to call your mechanic and get your car there, so that way you can take the person back to their home. Now, the reason why I went over there, as you can see, that Rebel that he purchased and he called showed up on the street. Do not get back in that ride. No one needs to get into that ride, because technically it's sold, and you don't want to mess your glitch up. But basically, you get into your car, they get into the driver's seat, and you want to drive them back home. Now, make sure, I think there's only 2 houses actually right now in multiplayer where the driveway is long enough to where you have to drive out a little ways. The most expensive, and then I think the second most expensive. So you want to make sure you have one of those homes, because you want to be able to put the ambulance in the way to where the car hits it. Now, what we're going to do is he's going to go in the garage, and then he's just going to buzz me in, so that way you guys can see it worked from his end. Like I said, this video was just basically to show you guys the second person view of what the second person actually has to do in order to help out with this glitch. This is a 2-man or 2-woman glitch in order to get it done. So I'm going to have him buzz me in, and I will show you guys proof that his car is right back in his garage. And there you have it. So there is the car. And like I said, this is the second part to the first one. If you have not seen the first video yet, I will leave a link in the description. I hope this video helped you guys out. If so, you guys definitely hit that thumbs up button. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Take it easy.